In this explainer, we're going to talk about a feeling that so many of us know, but we almost never say out loud. It's that quiet, constant hum of financial stress, the kind that sticks around even when, on paper, everything looks like it's supposed to be okay. So, let me ask you something, and I want you to be honest with yourself. Does this sound familiar? It's 2 in the morning. The house is dark, the world is quiet, but your mind? Oh, your mind is loud. And what's the first thing you reach for? Your phone. It's almost an impulse, right? You tell yourself, "It's fine. I'll just take one quick look." Just to be sure. It's a habit that sneaks up on you, really. No big deal. And so the little ritual begins. You open up the banking app. You scroll over to the credit card balance. You give a quick glance at the bills that are coming up. It's this silent, routine check-in you do in the dark. But here's the interesting part. A lot of the time, there's no fire to put out. There's no big disaster waiting for you on the screen. The numbers aren't shocking, the money's there, the bills are going to get paid, everything is technically fine. And yet, that feeling of relief you were looking for, it never really comes. Instead, you're left with this physical feeling, a tightness in your chest. It has nothing to do with the numbers you just saw, and everything to do with this weight you just can't seem to put down. And that feeling, it doesn't just disappear when the sun comes up. Oh no, it follows you. It kind of seeps into your day and becomes this constant low-level hum in the background of everything you do. And that's part of what makes it so tricky. To everyone else, your coworkers, your friends, your family, you look like you've got it all together. You're handling your business. There are no signs that anything is wrong. It's a performance, really. And let's be really clear about something that this isn't because you're irresponsible. Far from it. You are functioning. You're going to work, you're paying your bills, you're doing what you're supposed to do. You are a responsible person. So, what we're talking about here isn't that heart-pounding panic of a true crisis. It's different. It's more like a state of constant readiness, a quiet alertness. It's like you're always bracing for a hit that you're just hoping and praying it never actually comes. Here's a perfect little example of how it shows up. Imagine you're at the store, you're holding something you need, nothing crazy, and you just pause. It's not because you can't afford it, the numbers work out. It's because the very idea of spending the money just feels heavy. So what do? You put it back on the shelf. But you don't feel disciplined, you don't feel like you made a smart financial choice, you just feel tired. It's the exhaustion that comes from making 1,000 of these tiny, stressful calculations every single day. And that right there, that brings us to the real puzzle at the center of all this. If you're doing everything right, if you're checking all the boxes, why does it still feel so wrong? Why does just getting by feel so fragile? I mean, just think about it. You work hard, you try to save money when you can, you're careful, you don't make a lot of frivolous purchases. By any objective standard, you were playing the game correctly. So why? After all that work, after all that careful planning, why does it still feel like you're walking on a tightrope? Like one bad month, just one unexpected bill could send the whole thing tumbling down. And this is a really lonely feeling, isn't it? You can't really talk about it. How would you even start? If you have a roof over your head and food on the table, saying, "I'm okay, but I don't feel okay," just sounds ungrateful. So you just keep it to yourself. Okay, so here is the big shift. The secret to understanding this feeling isn't in your bank account. It's not a spreadsheet problem. It's a brain problem. It's about something much, much deeper, a survival instinct that is hardwired into every single one of us. See, there's a huge disconnect going on. Your conscious mind, the part of you that's looking at the screen, is thinking about numbers, budgets, and bills. But your ancient, primal brain, it's thinking about something else entirely. It's thinking about safety, certainty, survival. And it sees any financial instability as a direct threat to all three. So when your brain thinks your survival is constantly at risk, what does it do? It puts your body on high alert. It's not a big spike of adrenaline. It's a low, chronic tension that just never goes away. And it wears you down day after day after day. It's like there's this little alarm that's always going off in the background. Your brain is just constantly whispering to you, "Hey, don't get too comfortable. Stay sharp. You never know." And it becomes almost impossible to ever truly, fully relax. So let's just pull all of this together. What is the real human price you pay for carrying this quiet weight? What's the emotional cost of living in this state of constant, low grade alertness all the time? Well, it just chips away at you. Any joy you feel is kind of incomplete because part of your brain is always on watch. You feel this deep exhaustion that sleep can't seem to fix. It can make you irritable and short tempered, and the whole thing is wrapped up in this feeling of shame and isolation because you feel like you should just be able to handle it. And this is maybe the most important takeaway of all. For so many of us, this feeling isn't actually about lacking money. It's about lacking certainty. It's the deep, unsettling feeling that the ground you've worked so hard to build under your feet isn't nearly as solid as you need it to be. Let's be really specific. The fear isn't some vague idea of being poor. No, it's the very concrete, very real fear that one surprise, one bad medical bill, one major car repair could instantly undo years and years of your hard work and careful planning. And in the end, that's what it is. It's the quiet weight. It's this heavy, invisible burden that you carry with you every single day. All while you show up, you do the work, and you tell the world, and maybe even try to convince yourself that everything is okay.